Hey there YouTube, this is Daniel. I'm back with another little tutorial here for you. Today we're going to talk about a virus removal of the PC Cleaner Pro 2012 virus. And what we're looking at here is a virtual machine running off my laptop. As you can see here, the quote-unquote antivirus is saying that I have 988 pieces of malware installed on my virtual machine that has only been online for about 2 or 3 days. Tons of junk files, privacy cleaners, stuff like that. It's saying basically my computer is infested worse than some female celebrities that we choose not to mention. So instead of taking a trip to the clinic here to get this cleaned out, I want to show you a quick few steps on how to get rid of this. So first thing we're going to do, I want to try to get rid of this here. See if we can close it. Sometimes these viruses will let you, other times they'll be extremely annoying and will not let you close it out. And if that's the case, sometimes we can go into Task Manager and we'll see if we can kill it. And it would be nice if it would give me my, there we go. It's actually pulling the taskbar from my actual laptop and not the virtual. Now we'll see if we can find it here. Let's alphabetize it. And that would be it there, pccleaners.exe. We're going to kill that. And hopefully it doesn't come back here before I can get it cleaned out. So, first couple places that I look at for the virus. Firstly, I want to look at the temp files. So I am going to go into the account here that I'm using, which is test. I'm going to go into local settings and the temp folder. That actually looks like that may be part of the virus. Let's take a look at the settings of it. Yep, that is PC Cleaners. Looks like it's trying to do maybe some type of update stuff here. Yeah, it looks like so it can try to talk back to their servers about the information on my computer. So let's get rid of that. And it is gone. Now next place I want to check is under Windows and the temp directory. We're going to see if anything's there. It looks like that is clean. The next spot I like to check is the prefetch folder. Now for some of you that don't know what the prefetch folder is, basically these are Windows files that Windows will kind of call on upon startup. That way it can try to get particular programs to start up extremely quick, kind of like using msconfig, using like startup items, so it knows to call on those items pretty quick. Viruses sometimes like to put stuff in here so it can try to get Windows to start their virus up pretty quick upon boot, sometimes before any antivirus can turn on and try to catch it. And then by then the antivirus can't really do anything because the virus is already running, and it might have its files set up through security where it can't be deleted and has permissions denied to it or whatever. So we're going to get rid of these. And now that those are cleaned out, I'm going to dump this recycle bin. And now we're going to take a peek at the registry. Usually the viruses, they'll hide under, let's go up to the top so you can see it. HKey local machine, and then software. And then down to Microsoft. and then usually we go down to the Windows right here, and then current version. And right there looks good. Now we're going to go down to run, and there is PC cleaners. So let's get rid of that guy, and it is done. So now that is all cleaned out, so what we're going to do next is we're going to open up trusty old Malwarebytes here, which does excellent for virus removal, not just the PC Cleaner 2012, but among thousands of other viruses out there, including the XP antivirus, the system check virus, which has been very prominent in the computer world here lately. Once my virtual decides to finally get this open, I would complain about the speed of my laptop, but it was free, so I can't complain too much here. There we go. Alright. Malwarebytes is up to date. And we're going to do a full scan. That way we can get every nook and cranny of the C drive. And another thing that I always do as well upon a virus removal is I go into the system restore and I actually disable it. Sometimes the viruses, they like to append some of their files into the system restore, and so then Microsoft basically ends up making a backup of your virus. So at any time, if you decide you need to do a system restore, you click on system restore, back up to a later time, you just gave yourself the virus again. So as you can see here, I have system restore turned off, which typically I do on any of my machines because I am one that I do not believe in using the system restore. Main reason is I've ran across a couple times where I have used it and it has actually done more harm than good. I tried to fix a problem with a computer. I believe it was some sort of driver issue or something along the lines of that, and upon doing the system restore, the computer actually started blue screening from it and started giving me other issues, and I ultimately ended up having to nuke the system and just completely reload it. So in that case, system restore did not work for me, and ever since then I try to avoid it as much as possible. While that is scanning, I want to see if we can try to break this virus. Most likely is going to have some programs set up in a program files directory. There's PC cleaners. Let's see what's in there. Not that much stuff. That is the virus itself. Should be pccleaners.exe, which we saw running in the task manager when we killed the process. PC cleaners, it's an application, so that will be an exe. And we'll look at the bases, and it is empty. So since we killed that process, we may be able to actually delete that whole folder, virus and all. Let's give it a shot here. And it's gone. As you can see, I had registry fix on here. I was just trying to find different stuff to try to, excuse me, get myself infected here. It was kind of funny. Earlier I was trying to Google XP antivirus and system check, and I actually couldn't find any of that stuff, so I started looking for the other rogue programs like the registry fixes and stuff like that, and I was actually having a hard time finding viruses, which is kind of ironic. Anytime that you don't want to get a virus and you want to stay away from it as much as possible, that's when you ultimately end up getting a virus. Yet here I am trying to get a virus, and I was having trouble getting it, and I had no virus protection, no malware running, computers completely out of date, and I could not get a virus. I had to actually check the back of my laptop, make sure there wasn't a Apple sticker on the back of it. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to send donations for me to get a new MacBook Pro, I can gladly accept some donations for that. Appears all of my guys in the Cisco class are starting to go to that dark side. Everyone's getting some MacBook Pros now. I'd actually been a guy who was never fond of the Macs, but has been appealing to me here lately. As I've been getting more and more Apple products. I have the iPhone 4S, and I ended up getting a iPad for Christmas about a year or two ago, and I love both of those products. So now I've played around with the MacBooks a little bit, and now I kind of want one. While this is still scanning, I actually have a funny little story. I live in Cincinnati, and I got behind a Corvette going down 275. That's been probably about 4 or 5 months ago. As I got closer to the back of the Corvette, I noticed there was an Apple sticker on the back of the Corvette on the tail light. And I started thinking to myself, what kind of a-hole puts an Apple sticker on the back of a $40,000 Corvette? And I thought about it a little bit more, and it dawned on me, this guy's an absolute genius. I mean, how many things with an Apple on it do you see crash? Alright, YouTube, we are finished with the scan now. I saved you the trouble of watching 3 hours of watching me run this scan. So, as you can see here, this scan for Malwarebytes, it actually came back clean. And we also did a scan of AVG. This scan came back clean. So as far as I see here, our computer is now clean. Now I'm thinking that had we not been able to stop that service that we did at the beginning, which was the pccleaners.exe, we probably would have found something in the Malwarebytes. It would have came back saying that there was, I don't know, 1 or 2 files infected. Then it would have removed that upon reboot. But since we were able to stop the service, we actually kind of beat Malwarebytes to it. So I could have gone a step further. We could have ran Combo Fix, which is another great program to use. However, I'm pretty confident that this computer is actually cleaned out, since this is a new installation. Nothing else has really been installed on this thing other than the virus. So I'm going to say that we're pretty clean here. So in the recap, what we did is we killed the service by running the task manager. And then we had killed the pccleaners.exe file, and from there we went to the registry and cleaned out the pccleaners.exe reference, which was under HKey local machine, software, Microsoft Windows, and then current version and run. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm doing that by memory. And then we had also deleted out the file manually, which was just a PC cleaners folder located under the program files. And then from there we ran the CCleaner, clean up any referencing to that virus, and it looks like from there we are pretty well set. So hopefully this will give you guys a little bit of information on how to clean up this virus. Unfortunately, for demonstration purposes, this wasn't that hardcore of a virus. I was really hoping to come up with something a little more tricky where it made the icons disappear and all that fun stuff. But since it didn't, at least this will give you guys a little bit of general information if you happen to run across something like this. It's something to try out before taking into the clinic to get rid of your computer VD. So I hope you all enjoy, and I'll be back soon with another